I reached a point during the week and I sat with God and I was like, I'm so unhappy. Like, I don't know why I'm this unhappy. Hello, Melon Turkey here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have had a lovely week. Happy new week. I hope you've had a good weekend. It's the second week of March now. Actually, this is the third week of March, right? Yeah, March has 5 weeks. On 24th is my birthday, so excited for that. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing very well. I am doing good myself. I have been in school. School is going very well. Hopefully, I will be able to vlog just how things are going. I realize that you guys really enjoy the vlogs. So, so we'll find a way to incorporate both. But otherwise, I'm doing very well. Today's topic is something that I have been going through. And let's talk about it. So, sometime this week, we were having a conversation with my friend Abby from school. I'm sure you've seen her before in some of my vlogs. And we were just talking about life, and I was like, oh, let me just write down the things that I need to do this week, and yada yada yada. So I started writing, right? And so I'm writing all the things. There were so many things I needed to do, and I was so stressed because I find myself taking up a lot of responsibility, and then at some point I get super overwhelmed. Then I just forget to either do those things or I forget to life, basically, while I'm in pursuit of these things, right? And so she tells me, at the last point that you should write is be present. And I was like, me, be present? I'm present always, But then it made me really think about being present. I realized that I'm a person who, I think I was brought up in a way that, or rather, I was brought up to believe that being still is not right. Like, you need to be constantly busy, you need to be doing something. Even if it doesn't necessarily mean productive, you need to be constantly doing something, right? So sitting on your bed means you're either lazy or you're idle or stuff like that. So I never really got to have a good relationship with rest because I would always feel guilty about resting, And so God was just convicting me about this, right? And one of the things that I started to think about is what is being present? What's being present? I think it means to be where you are mentally, physically, emotionally, just being present. And I know it seems, I don't know, well, it may seem weird to some people that we're talking about being present, but in this world of social media, it's very easy to put your mind in so many other places but where you are. So, for example, the easiest example, you can be in a bus going somewhere, but you're on your phone, right? So I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to this. I think it's more of a personal reflection that I'm doing that I hope helps someone, right? So I realized that getting such habits, because I struggle with being present. I am those people who will be watching a movie and I am playing games, all the games on my phone, right? And I'm just not there. I'm everywhere else but where I'm supposed to be, right? And that has really affected me because it has caused me a lot of anxiety and a lot of worry. And so I end up feeling very agitated, very irritable, very um breathless. It's like I'm struggling with life. It's like I'm not happy, but it's simply because I'm just looking forward to the next thing. I'm just trying to, do more, but not really fully immerse myself in one activity, if that makes sense, right? And so my brain has been really clogged for a few weeks now, because after the holiday I felt like I had been so idle. So I was feeling really bad because I felt like I wasn't doing stuff. I was just working. And for me, in my brain, like I said, that registers as you're not doing well. If you don't have many things to do, you're not doing well, So I usually find myself taking up so many things, right? And so I started to reflect upon that. And I reached a point during the week and I sat with God and I was like, I'm so unhappy. Like, I don't know why I'm this unhappy. I don't think I'm someone whose personality is not being happy. And let me explain. It's not that I never have difficult situations to go through. In fact, I cry a lot. I love crying. I'm a crier. I cry about everything and anything. But I feel as though the way I have grown into being who I am, I have a very extroverted personality and a sanguine personality. So I'm very cheerful and very out there. But then of late, I've just been feeling so down, right? And I was telling God, this is not who I am. It's not who I want to be at all. I want to be happy. I want to exude happiness. I want to, bring happiness to anyone who's around me. I don't want to complain. I don't want to be a sad person. I don't think it's I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I feel like it takes up more energy. It takes up more joy from life to just constantly be sad, obviously. So in the midst of that now, God had me reflecting in the Bible, right? So after this conversation of me being unhappy, God told me, go listen to Joyce Meyer, right? And I haven't listened to Joyce Meyer in a while. I grew up listening to her with my parents, and so I loved her preaching because I was always very encouraged after watching. So I listened to this sermon, and it just happened to be about anxiety and worry. And she kept saying that can you imagine living a life where after you've prayed about something, you actually give it to God completely, out of sight, out of mind, and you live present? You live as if it has been answered, or you live as if it doesn't even exist, so that it doesn't take so much strain in your life, right? And I know it's a difficult thing to do, but I think by virtue of God saying in the Bible, do not be anxious about anything, but with prayer and supplication and thanksgiving, present your requests to God. I think he was showing the possibility of a life where you do not have anxiety and worry, but not apart from him, right? So if you are struggling with being present, and if you are struggling with anxiety and worry of the next things that are coming, I need you to know that God is very willing to take up your worries. He is very willing to take up all this emotion and all this fear that has been, flooding your mind, And so I pray that even with me sharing this, and I do have a verse to share from Matthew 6 verse 34. It says, therefore do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. So tomorrow will worry about itself. Your job and your one job in life is to be present and be faithful where you are, right? So if you are in a class, for example, I'm a student, so if I am in a class, it is my job to be in that class, to try my best to understand, to try my best to participate, to try my best to, take down notes or whatever it is, but be present, because there's excellence that comes from being present. You're able to take care of your responsibilities well, you're able to do things well. And so I encourage you today that be present. Be where you are. Wherever you are, be there. okay, and let God bring his peace upon your life so that you do not have to constantly worry about the next thing. And I think that way we live a happier, a joyous life, and I pray that this shall be the case for you. So have a lovely week. We will see you on the next one. Bye.